I am Suchya and now today we have the next chapter, political parties. Before I actually start with this chapter, as ever, I'll tell you the meaning of the new terms which are going to come in the chapter again and again. The first is political parties. Political parties is that organization, that group of people who have come together because they have certain ideas, aspirations, ideologies which are similar and they want to gain power. They want to actually become the government of the country. They are looking forward to gaining the power in the country. But because their ideas are similar, their ideologies are similar, therefore they make up a political party. Fine. Next is election commission. Now the word suggests, and I have always been stressing on one thing, that you must divide the word and the meaning comes forward itself. Election commission. Election means when you are contesting, when you are voting, when you are actually choosing a candidate. And commission is an organization again. So election commission is that body which is a multi-member independent body which looks after the supervision, the direction and conduct of election in any country. Thus, it is a very, very essential body as far as the elections are concerned in any country. Next, we have partisan. Now, partisan is actually a person who is very, very closely and strongly attached to an ideology, a party, an organization, a group. And it is very difficult to take out a person from that. He cannot think independently or impartially, as he is kind of blindly attached to an ideology, organization or a group. Well, the next one is monoparty. As the word suggests, mono means single and party is of course the organization, the coming of the people together. So, monoparty is that system wherein you have just one political party in the country and you have to elect your representatives from that particular party only. Well, it does not seem like a democratic setup, but there are countries about which I will be talking about in the chapter later who have a monoparty system. Then we have the bi-party system. Bi means two. So, bi-party system means that system of government wherein you have just two parties. It is not necessarily that there are two parties, there could be smaller parties also, but the chance, the possibility of coming to power lies in the hands of these two parties only. So, basically it is a country which has two parties. Next we have multi-party system. Well, you all know about it. There are 750 parties, political parties or political parties as I said in India. So, we have a multi-party system. It seems as if any person gets up and suddenly feels like making a political party. So, multi-party system is a system in which I, you, everybody, whatever different ideology we have, we just stand up and we meet the required standards and we make a party. That is a multi-party system. Think about it, there is a country which has only one party, there is a country which has two parties and there is a country which has 750 parties. Well, very, very interesting. India, as you know, has always been a very, very interesting country to look at and similar is the case here. Well, we were talking of monoparty, biparty and multiparty. But further differentiation is what kind of stature do they have. So, here it is a state or regional party. The word itself indicates that it is a party which is there in either one part of the federation or in few parts of the federation, but is not there in all parts of the federation. If I explain it to you in a simple term, it will be that it is a party which is actually there in either one state of India or few states of India, but not in all the states and maybe not at the center. Meaning to say that its scope is limited to just few states or a state. That is why it is called as a state party, right. Next is national party. As the word indicates, it is a party which is spread out in the country. That is, in the entire federation, it is spread out. It is there in the center also, it is there in the part of the federations also, that is, it is there in the states also. So, that is the difference between a national and a state party. The state party is very limited, whereas the national party has a very, very wide horizon. Next is recognized. Recognized party is in fact that party which has been recognized by the election commission. Now, if a party has met with certain standards in the country, whatever the election commission directs, then you become a recognized party. And when you become a recognized party, you are different because the election commission gives you a symbol and it also gives you certain other privileges which you enjoy because you are from a recognized party. And a recognized party definitely has a better stand than the other parties. And I said earlier, India has as many as 750 recognized parties. Well, leftist parties. Now, the leftist parties are those parties which are very radical in nature, but conservative in their ideology. That is, they are looking for a change, very radical in approach, but whatever their approach is, whatever their outlook is, that is very, very rigid. They are not flexible, right? Well, then we have the rightist parties. The rightist parties are those parties which like to maintain the status quo. That is, let it be as it is. Fine? They do not want any change. They are not looking for any change. As it is, they are not open for any change. But as the leftist parties, they too are very conservative in their approach. Well, that means the rightist parties and the leftist parties, though very conservative in their approach, are differentiated only at one aspect, and that is they are radical, whereas they are looking for status quo. So, that is about the various types of political parties various countries have. It could be, as I said, a monoparty, a biparty, a multiparty, a radical party, a leftist party, a rightist party, a recognized party, a party looking for recognition, and above all the election commission which will give you that recognition that you are looking forward to. I will explain you the rest of the terms in the next clipping. Well, before I actually start with the chapter, the few left out terms are opposition. Opposition means the party which is second in majority, which is there in the parliament but has not been able to get more than the ruling party, and so it sits in the parliament as an opposition. it acts as a check on the ruling party. So, opposition is as important as the ruling party. Well, some people say it is more important than even the ruling party. Next, defection. I know this is a very new term for you all, and you must remember that it is one of the very famous political word that we have, defection. It means some people, some candidates, they actually contest the election on behalf of a particular party. But after they actually get elected, they see that there is a party which is in majority. So, in order to get either cash rewards or to get power seat, they change their political party. Well, this is being done after they have contested the election in the name of a particular party, and then they are wanting to change their party while they have actually sat in the parliament and have experienced that which party is more important or which party is more in power. Well, the government has done a wonderful thing about this, and that is it has clearly told the candidates that if they want to change their political party after they have contested the election and won the election, they will lose their seat. They will have to recontest the election, and this time in the name of the party that they have actually shifted to. Well, a good step. Next, affidavit. It's a signed document which is done in the behalf of the person whoever is signing. He writes it there that is his age, that is his experience, that is his wealth, that whatever he wants to tell as is concerned to the required authority, and it is signed by him, is an affidavit. It is almost like giving your biodata. You see, once I had visited a very remote village of India, and here most of the people were uneducated. They did not know anything about what the constitution is, what a government is, in fact what are its policies, programs. But I was very surprised when I spoke to those people, because even small children in the village knew the names of many political parties of India, which clearly indicates that political parties are a very visible institution of democracy, even in a country like India, where the majority of the population is uneducated. They are not aware of anything, what is right, what is wrong, what is the constitution, what are the policies and programs of the government, what are their rights, what are their duties. But they know one thing: Congress party, Bharatiya Janata Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, and they all felt actually they felt that they are united to that particular party in some way or the other. So, all of them had their factions, divisions on the basis of political parties. Very surprising, but that's the true picture of any village of India.